Okay, what makes it a hexagon? Describe it to me.
Miss Morrison is a good teacher because she helps me learn my numbers, alphabet, and shapes.
I like Miss Morrison because she's pretty and she reads books to us.
I don't just teach kindergarten, I teach 22 children with different needs, with different strengths, and I try to find what works for each child. I'm not going to give up. They're just a joy to teach each day. That's the
trapezoid. She does good stuff and helps other people who are not making very good choices.
They learn best when they do it, when they discover it. And so when I do lessons, anything, activities, I try to get them to discover their learning.
Miss Morrison lets us do fun stuff and she's nice and she helps us learn.
I just try to bring a joy to each day, a fresh outlook. I embrace every child in my classroom as if they were the most important child in the classroom. I'm Laura Morrison. I teach kindergarten at Midway Elementary School.
The more pairs you get, that's how you live as a Delta.
She's an amazing teacher. I usually sometimes struggle with social studies, but in this class this year, she makes everything fun and amazing and really helps us.
She accepts you for who you are and uses your talents and abilities to your advantage.
I try to have fun with the kids and think about what it would take for them to understand what I'm trying to communicate.
She always incorporates something funny and something fun to do in the lesson, no matter what it is. If we're copying down notes or drawing pictures and whatever it is, it's always fun with her.
She devotes herself to her work. You could tell that she cares about the lesson plan. She cares about if we understand what we're doing in class.
It's always about the learning of the students. If another teacher's having a problem, it doesn't have to be my kids. If there's an issue and they need help with and it's going to affect their lesson, then I'm going to do what I can to try to help them so that all the kids can learn. I'm Lisa Bradley. I'm a 7th grade social studies teacher at Pleasant Hill Middle School.
Very motivated to teach and make sure that all his students do what they're supposed to.
He makes learning fun in the way of physical education. With all those fun activities, you do learn.
There's 3 things with any profession. I think you have to love what you do. I think you have to love who you're doing it with and love who you're doing it for. I love physical education and exercise with such a big passion, and I want to express that passion to my students.
He doesn't point you out if you make a mistake, but he will also try to help you if you make a mistake.
We're all in this together every single day, and we need to work together. We need to help one another and encourage each other, and that's what I try to constantly do, not only with my peers, but my students as well.
He will give you and teach you the way to be the best person you can be, and he also likes to make sure that all of the students are prone to be healthy and keep moving.
We have to care about our students here at MEADOW GLEN. We have to not only tell them, but show them, and I think that action can speak louder than any words that we can say. I'm Bert Williams from MEADOW GLEN Elementary School. I teach kindergarten through 5th grade physical education.
Count down the paragraphs. How many did you see?
She teaches new stuff and she helps me a lot. And now I'm getting smarter every time because of her.
I love to use humor when I teach, and I really connect with my students. I know which students I need to stand close to, and I know that humor can often help reach a child when other methods won't.
She's really good at reading and math. Sometimes she does reenactments of the war and stuff with us.
I love being able to look at their diversities, and not just the diversities of cultural backgrounds, but I also love to look at the diversities of how they learn.
She's the nicest teacher of the whole school.
I'm dedicated to my students no matter what. I am willing and able to know where I am weakest and know where to go get help, but I will never leave a student stranded without the help that they need. I'm Bethany Olden. I teach 3rd grade at White Knoll Elementary School.
He's exciting, but he's also he makes you learn. We'll come in the kitchen and do activities to learn how to measure correctly, learn how to cut correctly, and learn the right tools.
I was a not that great of a student growing up, so I feel like that I kind of use that to better reach the young kids.
He understands that he can learn from students too. Like they can show him something that maybe he didn't know, and like I feel like he really enjoys what he does.
We're actually giving them a reason to study algebra, because to figure out how to do a recipe conversion, you know, it's a simple algebraic equation. If you're mixing egg yolks into the vinegar and then adding oil slowly to make an emulsification. So you got your science aspect of that. As long as you got solid butter in there, you have to keep motion on it. It's very hands-on. And it's actually a class that these kids wanted to take. It's easier to reach somebody when they're doing something that they want to do. Chef Daniel Zimmercheck. I teach culinary arts at Lexington Technology Center.